One of the most unique sculptures you'll ever see, the Fist of Joe Louis at Hart Plaza. We're coming to you from Detroit, Michigan. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners, most of whom don't come from basketball backgrounds, is picking the right person to entrust with roster decisions. That skill set is hard to evaluate sometimes, but getting that first decision right can sometimes make all the difference. Kevin?
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Giannis.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Robin Lopez out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Bledsoe in at the point. And for the Pistons, they've got Kennard. Griffin is out there with Brown. Then there's Derrick Rose, and it's Henson in at the 5 down low.
Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with a young superstar entering his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential in it. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to Lopez. They committed to Chris Middleton. And now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
And it's the Pistons to start out. Now here's Rose. Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense is rolling.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Bledsoe outside. That one misses. And it's Detroit the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
Well, the defense against them had a little something to do with it, but you still got to go out there. You got to find a way to get good looks. You got to keep working the system, and quite frankly, they just couldn't do that.
Griffin finds Brown, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
Pass to Kennard. Fires for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Now here's Rose. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Magic in Orlando. There's the pass to Henson. Over Lopez. Henson's shot is off.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Brown, good.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Rose against Bledsoe. High post Lopez. Kennard with the rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. Here's Giannis. And Henson pulls it down.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Middleton against Brown. Here's Griffin, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Well, though he spends a lot more time, at least in recent seasons, on the perimeter, Griffin's bread and butter still can be around the rim.
Bucks trail by 6. Outside Matthews. Passes it to Giannis. Bledsoe outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Unselfish play there by Bledsoe. Does a great job scanning, noticing somebody's open, get them the ball.
Rose against Bledsoe. Out to the wing. Here's Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
The free throw drops for Griffin. And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. It makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
Now here's Matthews. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Here's Kennard following the bucket by the Bucks. It's good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Bucks trail by 6. Bledsoe taking his time here. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Off target on the 15-footer.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We're just halfway through the season. Brent, talk about the value of leadership and keeping everyone focused night in and night out.
A lot of that will come from your coaching staff and the messaging, but I will tell you what, Kevin, playing with a star player that goes out there and does it night after night, watching James Harden, watching Russell Westbrook, watching Steph Curry have the kind of unreal performances for the game 56, the game 68. You're just sitting there in amazement. You want to step up and say, you know what, I want to be there for you.
But to me, that may be the most important. Like every game they're there, aren't they? Every single game.
They are there. They're excited to be there. They're excited for you to be playing, and they raise the level of your attentiveness to being competitive on a nightly basis. And truly, those guys become inspirational to you.
Bucks trail by 8. Bledsoe outside. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. No good from Bledsoe. Here's Kennard. He's covered by Matthews. Offensive rebound. Here's Henson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bucks shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Drills it from outside. Middleton's got 8 points.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Over to the wing. Brown kicks to Rose from downtown. Good D by Bledsoe.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend. Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Pistons leading by 3. Here's Rose. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, John Henson is out there to attack the glass and try and be a force. This is a big part of how he generates any of his offense.
Now here's Matthews. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And to Antetokounmpo. Misses off the left iron.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
The kick out to Brown. Tries a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Matthews, no one around him. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 4 assists now tonight.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Now here's Griffin. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Orlando. Matthews into the lane. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. He has 7.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's Giannis. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Hill. Pass to Doumbouya. Here's Wood, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee in the lead. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
So it's the Pistons now, following the bucket by the Bucks. To the inside, it's stolen by Hill, and up the court come the Bucks on the break, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova checked in. And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. Taking a look at Philadelphia, they've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they still go out and compete every night. Unfortunately, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And right now, they're running out of time.
And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
The first one falls. Galloway hits both of them. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Has to make it. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
Getting better at keeping his balance as Thon Maker builds up his body. He'll be a little bit more rooted on the floor.
Now, Antetokounmpo coming off a solid outing against Indiana. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Galloway with the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Bucks leading by 4. Hill passes to Lopez. The 3. The shot misses. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Here's Galloway, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Korver. They get the rebound. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 16 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Galloway, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Rose.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And the first one at the line is good. Williams, he's checked in for Lopez. Good on both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Ilyasova. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the basket by Hill.
Good shot from George Hill. Smart play there. And decent in the mid-range game.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Hill. Snell kicks to Galloway, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Snell. He feeds it to Maker.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Williams. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Hill. 34 seconds left in the first. Snell, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Galloway. Lays it up and banks it in. Galloway has got 8. And here is Hill. 9 points last game out. Floats it up for Giannis. And he lays in the alley-oop.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double, and there's nowhere to go but up for him. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek freak.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
On the court for the Bucks, Williams is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Hill. Then it's Ilyasova. And it's Korver in a two-guard.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul. Hill with it. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
Down low, here's Korver. Rebounded by the Pistons.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former #2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Griffin's checked in for the Pistons. Rose comes in for Tony Snell. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Kyle Korver. Doumbouya dishes to Griffin. The pass to Doumbouya. Kicks it to Galloway. 5 on the clock. Outside Griffin for 3.
Always seems to be a secondary thought process for the shooter when Giannis is in the area, definitely throwing some shots off right now.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
The shot by Williams, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You combine 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players That would be tremendous. And
Tough
all of
to
those guys,
defend, right? I mean,
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, if we talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But, man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
From 12 feet out, here's Lopez, and Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 8 rebounds in this game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
And he makes the first.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Pistons. And so he makes both from the line. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Rose against Bledsoe. On the wing, Giannis. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
They get it back.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Lopez with the bucket.
Can't forget about that jump shot. Lopez has unorthodox form for sure, but it does work.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't...
What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Wow, what a moment right there. Griffin putting on a show. He is just an awesome dunker.
Milwaukee leading by 9. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
Free throw good. Giannis.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Rose. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. It's stolen. Stolen by Bledsoe. And here's the fast break. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Middleton. Lopez has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks. Ball's knocked loose. Matthews with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got 27 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Left side, Griffin. Over Giannis. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 15 rebounds here tonight.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Kennard. Guarded by Bledsoe. Milwaukee leading by 15. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. The quick look, no good that time. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Pistons. Up again, and it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got his third bucket of the night.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Passes it to Middleton. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first two shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Giannis passes to Bledsoe. Lopez outside. He kicks it to Giannis. In the corner, Middleton with it. Misses the three. Pistons trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
Well, plays like that demonstrate why Giannis last year was the MVP of the league. He makes his impact in so many ways.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
From deep, Rose. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Now here's Bledsoe. He had 16 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Here's Griffin. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 14 points for Blake Griffin.
Well, maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Giannis against Griffin. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
Here's Henson. The kick out to Rose. It's up a three. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Antetokounmpo against Rose. To the left wing. Inside. Here's Brown. But they get it back.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Giannis kicks to Lopez. Back to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Pass to Brown. Now Griffin. Over Giannis. That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Blake Griffin.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Giannis inside. Griffin's there. And Giannis throws it down.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Rose kicks to Griffin. Rose surveying the D. In the corner, Kennard with it. 6 on the shot clock. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Out left to the wing. And Rose wide open. He shoots. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that 3 when he's got some daylight.
To the paint. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Left side, Griffin. Back to Rose. A 3-ball. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Here's Matthews. Now the feed to Lopez. Goes up on the wing, and Matthews with the basket on the assist by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Rose against Bledsoe. Here's Henson, and that one's drained from the low block. Henson's got 4 points now in the quarter. .59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Williams comes in for Chris Middleton. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Snell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyle Korver. First free throw is good. And so Snell nails both of them. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Ilyasova. Here is Williams. And Lopez has it in the corner. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Lopez has got his first 3 points of the game.
Good soft hands there from Lopez, efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
There's Galloway. He's guarded by Hill. That shot a little beyond his normal range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Kicks to Ilyasova. And it goes down 2 points. And the Bucks lead by 13.
And George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
Galloway, the pass to Wood, to the right side. Boya. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounding, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 40 points, 5 assists, and a monster amount of rebounds. We were talking about him after his last game, and now tonight we're seeing that same level of intensity. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, the Greek Freak, he said in his interview that he's low-key. But you saw in the first half, he got that rare inner passion for the game. Kind of like Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan. They just destroy you quietly.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We've got John Henson. Rose is out there with Kennard. Then there's Griffin, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Rose passes to Griffin. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Blake Griffin, once again, an opportunity to show us his bounce. A dangerous player when he skies up for the alley-oop.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lets it go from 14. Knocks it loose. Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
So he gets them both. Now Rose. And a minute played as the second half gets going. The pass to Kennard. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rose has got 5 now.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
And here's Giannis. Bledsoe outside. Wesley Matthews on the wing. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Pass to Henson. Over Lopez. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Bledsoe with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Griffin can't get it to go in.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And there's Bledsoe on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6 assists here tonight.
Eric Bledsoe connecting from there. When he's making that sort of stuff, you can see the confidence grow.
Rose passes to Brown. The kick out to Rose. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Henson against Lopez. 6 to shoot from 8, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. And that's 10 points for Henson.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Bucks leading by 16. Bledsoe outside. Middleton on the wing. The kick out to Matthews. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Oh, Griffin in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, this could be one of those nights where Blake Griffin is just the most dangerous player on the floor.
And the Bucks with possession here. Outside, Antetokounmpo with the shot. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize and continue to be aggressive.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shot.
Here's Kennard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good. Tony Snell's checked in for Bruce Brown. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now here's Bledsoe. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton left side. He's on target from 8 feet out. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Staying confident in the paint, Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Rose attacking. And it's on a bounce to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Bucks. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, Detroit, they have a lot of ground to make up.
And right now for the Bucks, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Here's Giannis. Non-stop scoring machine here. And he converts the layup. And the Bucks lead by 15.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Thon Maker's checked in for Detroit. Doumbouya comes in for Luke Kennard. Hill, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Rose in the post. He's guarded by Hill.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Signs of Antetokounmpo really figuring things out. His offense starting to look more and more natural.
Outside Griffin. Wants to get it to Rose, and does. And the shot is good.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Bucks leading by 15. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
And the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Ilyasova in for Chris Middleton. Griffin passes to Maker. Over Ilyasova. And Maker with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Maker's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They led by as many as 18 points. Giannis is doubled. Bledsoe right side. Beyond the arc. The shot off that time.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
It's Solomon to Tecumbo. And here comes the break. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the game.
Can't lose sight of Bledsoe out there in a blur. And he's so good in transition.
Outside Rose. Outside Griffin. And again, Detroit turns it over.
And now a look at Eric Bledsoe. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Averaging 17 points per game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And that's the role they want for Rose, getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Rose against Hill. Pass to Lopez. Here's Ilyasova. Nails the baby hook. 6 points for him.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Outside Hill. Clock at 6. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Rose. Here's Maker, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Marvin Williams.
That size a lot to deal with out there. Von Maker uses it to his advantage to get a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. For the Pistons, Christian Woods checked in for Griffin. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
Hill deciding where to go with it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And for the matchup with the Suns, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Now, here's Doumbouya. He's guarded by Williams. 5 to shoot. Here's Wood.
Good hustle from the big man there. Love seeing Lopez work hard, get down low, make a difference on this end.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Milwaukee leading by 18. Right side Hill. And the pass to Lopez. Feeds to Ilyasova. Rebound by the Pistons.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Wood passes to Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
Well, it's 7-1. He doesn't have far to go, but Thon Maker rising up that time.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Passes to Ilyasova. Here's Middleton. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Maker.
The defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Galloway and the powerful one-handed slam.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
Ilyasova dishes to Middleton. And Lopez has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
How about Lopez? Accurate now from the outside, and that jumper looking like a classic set shot.
And the basket by Maker. Now Hill, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hill's got his second bucket.
Yeah, we don't talk about George Hill being a slick ball handler, but on that play shows you maybe some of the things he's worked on in the offseason.
Galloway kicks to Snell. Here's Wood, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here is Hill. He's covered closely. Pass to Lopez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Thon Maker.
And Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the three-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense.
First one falls for him. Well, he coined the name himself last season. Brent, are you willing to call Brook Lopez Splash Mountain?
I am, but I think Brook Lopez was also looking for some kind of deal so that him and his brother could get free rides for the rest of their lives.
That one is no good. Pistons trail by 16. To the middle. Here's Snell, defended by Middleton. Snell, that's good.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Milwaukee's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Hill finds Lopez. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. That one good for 2. And that's now 6 points for Hill.
Well, George Hill looked pretty good going to the rim that time, not thrown off stride, and he created a nice shot opportunity.
Galloway, the pass to Doumbouya. Back to Galloway. And another 3 for Detroit. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
We got to keep the ball moving, keep throwing and kicking, all right? Then look at the outlets, make sure again, our bigs, we got to get space. When we're driving, we got to give the ball room.
Looking to stay active on offense, Dwayne Casey asking his guys to apply a lot of movement and a lot of pressure.
And he wants them to go beyond just swinging it around the horn. It's about driving, dishing, and playing inside out.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. Chris Middleton is out there with George Hill. And it's Williams at the small forward. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Lopez inside. No good on that one. And it's Detroit the other way. Brown the pass to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
Ooh, and that dunk had some anger to it. I mean, usually he's content to just go up and get the finish with the soft touch.
Not that time. The big man looked like he had something to prove there.
Yeah, and you love it when big guys play big. That's the reason they have all those screws up there on the rim.
Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Maybe a bit of Ilyasova's game he doesn't get much credit for, but he can bait a defender into fouls like that.
That free throw, no good.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
The Pistons making a change here. Henson's checked in. Matthews, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Galloway taking his time here. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wood, and there's another one for the Pistons.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Bucks leading by 7. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Matthews against Brown, and he makes that one. And 11 points for Wesley Matthews.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Galloway, the pass to Wood. Over Ilyasova. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Wood.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Hill finds Lopez. Outside Matthews. Shoots over Brown. Matthews, no good. The Pistons have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Hill passes to Ilyasova. Matthews scanning the floor. The wide open look here for Lopez. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Back to Galloway. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Kennard kicks to Brown. They double him with Matthews. Here's Kennard. Good D by Matthews. Bucks leading by 8. Fast break, Milwaukee. Hill has the open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Hill. Galloway, the pass to Henson. Back to Galloway. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Timeout called, the Bucks.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
For the Pistons, Blake Griffin comes in for Christian Wood, and it's Rose in for Langston Galloway. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 2008, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
And here's Bledsoe. Teardrop shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Brent, when you watch Eric Bledsoe go to the rim, you just have to admire what an incredible finisher he is.
Well, Bledsoe, I think, has always relied on the fact that his physical stature, not in terms of his height at 6'1", but his width and strength allows him to go in there and be a bit of a bulldog, to get contact and to make things happen. So never has shied away from that.
He hits the second from the line. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
And the foul on John Henson. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Bucks leading by 10. Outside Matthews. Tips it up.
That's the kind of D you'd like to see from Blake Griffin, hustling over, using terrific energy, and annoying the opposition.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Milwaukee's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo against Griffin. That's another rebound. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And that misses everything. Bucks leading by 9.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Free throw good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Kennard. Now Brown. He's covered by Matthews. Right wing. Here's Rose. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
Free throw good, Rose. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got 9 assists now tonight. Bledsoe against Rose. Outside Griffin. Floats it up for Rose. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Giannis throws it down.
Got to be wary. Eric Bledsoe's around the rim, and he's coming at you.
Inside. Here's Henson. And it's sent back by Lopez. There's the lob to the hoop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Bucks lead by 17.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Griffin inside. Giannis is there. Good D by Giannis.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Matthews, no good on that one. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And here's Rose outside. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton on the wing from deep. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
The feed to Brown. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists in the game.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. He kicks to Middleton. Back to Lopez. Stolen by Henson. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Griffin with the ball.
I've heard people argue that Blake Griffin could play some point, and actually de facto point forward is working out well for him.
Bucks leading by 18. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. And Henson pulls it down. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Good on. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And he knocks down the first one. Makers checked in for Detroit. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the Bucks with possession here. Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, he hits again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Pistons trail by 18. Outside Rose. Here's Kennard. Good D by Matthews. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Free throw, good. Matthews. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Both free throws good from Matthews. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
you're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Henson. Here's another rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational. And Matthews with the basket on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his 8th assist in the game. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
At the elbow, Maker. Here's Kennard. He's covered by Matthews. There's Rose with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
Yo, check Chris.
Middleton the pass to Bledsoe. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. The open shot, Lopez, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Whether as a starter or a defensive asset off the bench, Henson's willing to play whatever role the team needs him to.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. DJ Wilson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sterling Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Matthews. Bledsoe against Knight. And Bledsoe, here we go. And Henson pulls it down. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's off on the first. So he can't get either to fall. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Stolen by Henson. Here's Mikhailuk. Here's McRae. From deep. And the miss. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Wesley, great night for you. How did it all come together?
My team's doing a great job of getting me open, and our guards are finding me, and I'm just putting the ball in the basket when I can.
You were open and available all night, Wesley. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.